day, Mr. Bildt. How are you?
Well, the dispute in Mostar is over a very fundamental principle, that is respect for democratic elections. And there isn't any room to give from the side of the international community. Elections are there to be respected. And the Croats will have to do whatever they can, and the Bosnian Croats must. If they don't, there will be long-term consequences. Well, it's against one of the very fundamental principles of democracy, that if there is an election and there is an election result, you are supposed to respect it. And that is why I think we must discuss different measures that could be taken, and that is also why there is no ground to give from our side. Because were it to be shown in Mostar that it's possible to blackmail the democratic process, then of course that would put into question the entire effort here in September. The fact that there is an effort to blackmail the democratic process is perhaps somewhat less surprising, because we are subject to the one attempt of the other to blackmail the one or the other aspect of the peace process. This happens to be a very crucial one. I would add, however, that in the Federation there's no doubt that we've seen things going backward for quite some time, and that tension has been building up in a rather worrying way, not least on the local level. No, absolutely. I mean, it's been made abundantly clear by the representatives of the European Union, as well as by the United States, that the long-term relationship between Croatia and the Western world, be that the European Union and be it other international institutions, is affected by how they respect fundamental democratic principles. And if they don't, then of course it will have consequences. There's no doubt whatsoever on that. Well, I remains to be seen, but I've never been a great believer in economic sanctions. But we know that Croatia is trying to get into the different institutions of Western integration and Western policy making, be that the PFP, NATO, or be that the Council of Europe. And of course there are question marks over the behavior of Croatia, and those question marks will be even bigger after what we've seen in Mostar, and will by necessity affect the possibilities of Croatia from entering the one Western European institution after the other. Well, I had 2 days of sailing. And then I was in Sweden where it was sunny as well. Not bad. See you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just had